So yeah, 1937, a couple of weeks later, because usually you can get these in 1936, but there is a little bit of RNG as to how many factories France builds. We got 50 just now. Yet, a very, very cool way to get these two achievements, and a perfect start for Belgium. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got something special for you, an entirely new format for our country guides. This time we are doing a quick, highly specialized strategy to grab two very cool achievements as Belgium. While we won't be covering the entire run, this path gives you a perfect start and leaves plenty of room for continuation. The achievements we will unlock are Tour de France, which requires us to have more than 22 bicycle battalions, and Forge of Victory, which requires us to have at least 50 factories as Belgium. And here is the best part. With this strategy, we will be able to achieve both in just a few months in 1936. If that sounds interesting, you're in the right place. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments and make sure to join our Discord to meet our amazing community. As always guys, if you enjoy the content, please don't forget to support the channel by liking the video, subscribing and leaving a comment. It really helps the channel grow faster. One last very important thing before we begin, this strategy was actually suggested by one of my viewers, so a big thank you to Finn for the awesome idea. And now, let's get started. As usual, you'll find all of the research and focus priorities in the description, and the full dedicated spreadsheet with detailed steps is available to Tier 2 members in the shared folder. Buildings do not play a particularly important role, but we are going for infrastructures in these two provinces. This will be our military production priority. And we are going to ignore trade entirely. I will rename the army quickly to make it easier to follow the spreadsheet. So we are going to decommission this cavalry, we are not going to use it. This will be our bike. This is the Alp. And our inf.
Chef.
We're going to keep our bicycle and cavalry divisions together, a group of 4.
Paré.
And we're going to use infantry and the Alpini divisions to push into France. We're going to use the west 3 tiles, so these ones here.
Paré.
These ones we will adjust slightly a bit later.
Attention. Bougez-vous.
Then we are going to request all forces from Congo, and we're going to use these new 4 divisions to cover these 2 tiles here. We're also going to give them an offensive commander to push into France. You will see later how this plays out.
Prêt, chef.
We can assign them to a marshal, although we don't have any marshals available.
Prêt, chef. Aux ordres.
And generals are also not particularly important.
Aux ordres.
We're going to set aggressively execute battle plans and give them the highest motorization priority. We also want to train all of them right away. And with that, we can start. After completing the first focus, we are going to form a minority government. And as we complete the second focus, before picking the decision here, we are going to pick army defense. Then we go for our languages are equal and lose a lot of political power. Now, shortly we will get to 5 army experience, which we are going to use to create an entirely new battalion or division, which is going to be our cav. And we're going to keep it as basic as possible, just like this one. We're going to save it, and we're going to change these 4 divisions, the bicycles and the 2 cav, to the new template. We're also going to start recruiting another 4 cavalry divisions. At 10 army experience, we're going to force deploy these new cavalry divisions, merge them with the other one, and we're going to add to our infantry some support engineer company. We want to make sure that everyone is training, including the infantry divisions that got the new equipment. And once again, at 10 army experience, we're going to add this time some support artillery to our infantry. And we're going to recruit one more infantry division.
Arrêt.
We're going to force deploy this new division as soon as possible.
Attention. Donnez vos ordres.
And it is now time to set up our cavalry as well for the push into France. They will be pushing from this central tile in here. We can give them a spearhead command, but then we will need to micro them in any case. It's very important. And let's make sure that everyone is training all the way up to regular.
Attention.
And now, as you can see, we are rushing this focus, which gives us a claim on France. So in just 70 days, we will be going after France.
Donnez vos ordres.
Going to stop training this last division as it will not make it all the way to regular. And there we go, we got our claim. So now, very important, we need to play this perfectly, because France is of course much stronger than us, but they are not ready for us. As you can see, they only have a division here, they have a few here, but this part is completely empty. So now speed is going to be the key, and that's why we have these cavalry divisions. So first of all, we're going to declare war on France. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start all of the offensives, but we're going to micro them a little bit here. Especially the cavalry must be microed perfectly. Initially, we're going to give them a shift-click command through here all the way to Paris. But as they go, we will split them around and rush additional victory points and stop the French divisions. It's also very important that all of their divisions are stopped. So we are going to push in here, we're going to push in here, we're going to push in here and in here. We're going to make sure that we are pushing them in this area as well. Paris is not enough. We also need some of the other victory points, so we need to be careful. We can unpause and we can start. So as you advance with the cavalry, split them around, just like this, and rush additional victory points. Take them one by one, and just rush behind the enemy lines to victory points. Each tile you move to, you spread out additional cavalry. Okay, this is a bit annoying. So we will need to play it this way to reach Paris.
Oui, chef. Formez les rangs. Attention.
We will still be able to get to Paris thanks to this cavalry we split off before, but we may be slightly in trouble with the rest of the cavalry because they caught it. It's very important that we do not leave Paris. And maybe we can get one additional victory point in here. We are there already, actually. We took the victory points we needed. As you can see, it's very easy as long as you're able to rush Paris. This one was enough. France has the divisions, they are just not in position. So if you get stalled anywhere in here, that's gonna be the end of you, because France will send too many divisions. We actually don't have the strength to defeat them, though our infantry is pretty decent. One thing probably worth mentioning at this point is that to get the Tour de France achievement, you don't actually need to occupy France with bicycle battalions. You just need to have them while occupying France. So you can do that after the war. If you want to be a bit more fair, or for the flavor of it, instead of this cavalry, you can also use bicycle battalions and divisions. They're a bit more expensive, but the strategy works in that way too. In the meantime, we can be very happy, because France is down. And it is now Belgium. How cool is that? Should now get a peace conference. Hopefully. There we go. So now what I would do here is normally I would puppet most things, but we need the factories to be able to get the Forge of Victory achievement. So for this particular achievement, it is better to fully annex France. We're actually going to annex everything in here, and we're going to take their navy. What we're going to do next is, in occupied territories, we are going to switch to harsh quotas and set our cav for the garrisons. Next, to get the Tour de France achievement, we are going to need to change all of our cavalry divisions into the bicycle divisions, but we need one more battalion for that. So 3 battalions to bike or bicycles, and then we're going to change all of the cavalry into bike. And we can now continue a little bit more as we get some additional factories. So yeah, 1937, a couple of weeks later, because usually you can get these in 1936, but there is a little bit of RNG as to how many factories France builds. We got 50 just now. Yet, a very, very cool way to get these 2 achievements, and a perfect start for Belgium. I mean, very powerful by 1937, and you also get a French fleet entirely, which you can use for further expansion. Of course, you can rush down the UK at this point if you feel like it. There is really plenty of opportunities to continue this amazing run. And I actually plan to do so in future. This was an awesome idea suggested by one of you, so I decided to make this a short, focused guide. But I do plan to work more on Belgium in future too. It looks like a very fun country. If you do continue this run, please let me know how it goes. Very curious to hear, and maybe it will be useful for when I continue this run and make a full guide about it. Also guys, please let me know in the comments what you thought about this short format for country guides. We could call these achievement guides rather than country guides. So in this case we aim at shorter videos for 1 or 2 specific achievements. Overall, I hope this was helpful, and if it was, please do not forget to support the channel by liking the video, subscribing and leaving me a comment. Other than that guys, thank you all for watching, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye bye!